Okay, so I'm assuming that you have calculated all the average densities that you've done, all right? If you take a look over here, for the Eisenhower dollar, we get an average density of 87.67. So, what we need to do is we need to actually move some of this information onto a new chart, all right? So, one of the things you're going to do is if you click over here, this little plus button, you can add a sheet. You notice I've already added a sheet. I'm going to click where it says the new sheet that I just created. Yours should say sheet 2, and I'm going to change this to percent comp. Okay? All right. So the first thing we want to do is we want to say, okay, on this column, column A, we're going to go coin type, and then we're going to tap, coin is not ION, but it's OIN. And then we're going to tab over density, average density, your density, expected density. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our information from the other chart. Now, coin type is actually pretty easy. We're just going to type equals, and then we're going to go to form responses, and I'm going to say Eisenhower dollar. Boom, and hit enter, and that brings that in. And the same thing here, equals, and I'm going to go to the form responses back again, Kennedy half dollar. And I'm just going to keep on doing that so I get equals, go back to the form. So that way, to be honest with you, this is completely lazy, but I just don't feel like actually typing it back in. Liberty dollar, whoops. Oh, I did something wrong. Enter. All right, that was an error, so I'm going to do that again. Equals, form responses, Liberty dollar. And it looks like I screwed up on my form responses. I deleted one of the Kennedy half dollar. No, it looks like that's okay. All right, so we're good. And I think it's Morgan and then the standing half dollar. So I'm going to click percent comp Morgan equals the Morgan. Okay, it seems like I'm clicking somewhere that I'm not supposed to. So that's wrong. Okay, so we're going to try that again. Equals, form responses, Morgan dollar, enter, equals, form responses, standing half dollar. Okay, and okay, so you can tell I was rushing a little bit there. All right. However, now this next part is actually really important. First, we need to go with average, A-V-E-R-A-G-E, density. So I'm just going to do what's called, I'm going to go equals, then I'm going to go back to the form responses, and where's the average density of each of these? And you notice I only did the first one here, all right? So density is mass divided by volume, so this is for the Eisenhower dollar. So when I equals and then hit enter, it's just going to load it in right here. And then for the Kennedy half dollar, and I'm not even sure I've done that yet, equals, go back over here, and I'm assuming that you guys did this, but it's, yep, there we go. There's the Kennedy half dollar. Enter. And then I'm going to do that for each one of them. And then finally what I have to do is I'm going to go equals my density. So I'm going to have to go find my documents, my information. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to say, okay, pretend I'm Noel, okay? So I'm going to say, okay, for the Eisenhower dollar, I go up here, look up here, and I say Nolan Scott, and that's the one I came up with, and I hit enter. And that shows me what my density was, all right? So you're not Noel, so figure out what your density is, and you're going to fill in there for each one of these. All right, so I've given you all this information. The final video, I'm going to tell you how to calculate what the expected density is, and we're going to calculate the difference. There is one last quick thing I do want to show you here. You see these two densities? For now, we know that we didn't come to a billionth of a degree of accuracy. So just to kind of reflect the amount of accuracy we're going to have, I'm just going to report this to a to the hundredths place, because that's a little bit more accurate. All right, that's a little bit closer to the level of accuracy I actually should be able to display. All right, so that's it for now. Good job, and if you get this far, I'm going to be very happy with you.